yeah. Story time. Let's talk about how my grandfather on my mother's side got through World War II. Oh boy. So interesting. He got drafted when he was 17. He was the only one, spoiler alert, he was the only one in his village who he refused to be blessed by the priest. Then the priest had a stern talking to him. Guess what? Of all the men that went to war out of his village, he was the only one that survived. The only one. I don't know how many men there were, sent. But he was the only one that survived. Then, funny story. He has had his basic training in France. It already, of course, was conquered by Germany. And their drill sergeant was a real asshole. Like a real asshole. They really didn't like him. So they tied him up to his bed. And, and the next morning, when they had appel, I don't remember how it's called in English. When they have to assemble in the morning, the guy couldn't assemble because he was tied to his bed, and Jesus, that guy got a stern talking to him. Oh, that was a nice story. I mean, not very detailed, but it was nice. Then he went to the East Front, fighting the Russians. And funny thing is, what he said is that the Russians in war were cleaner than the French after they have been conquered. I think that's funny as hell. I mean, how can people that are literally in the war zone, be cleaner than people that live in peace? I mean, how? This is so stupid. And now we coming to the part how he survived. He got captured. He was a prisoner of war. And, back in the day, prisoners of war got rations. They got 1 pack of cigarettes, I think per day or week, but I think it's per week. And they got 1 slice of chocolate per day, when I remember correctly. And he traded his cigarettes for the chocolates of other soldiers. That's how he survived. And all the smokers, they all died. They all died. All of them. And he survived by eating their chocolate that they bought from them. And then, after the war, he started smoking. Personally, I think he started smoking because of guilt. Because he survived and the smokers died, so he started to smoke himself. And he got a heart disease, a heart problem because of his smoking after 40 years. He didn't tell anyone, and the doctor didn't tell anyone, and he lived with that onward for 20 or 30 more years, something like that, before he died. And yeah, that's how my grandfather survived World War One, two. He wasn't that old. He wasn't even born in World War One. So yeah, World War II story of my grandfather.